Yeah, I love you. The good old days part for sure. Oh, man, this all year, the first time all year.
Here.
Well, we're just 45 minutes away, so.
All right. Go ahead and start.
Becky, for not having Jackie with you, and then looking at LA against Dallas, they played 10 players, 10 plus minutes a game. So how important is it to control tempo today?
Well, I can tell you, we won't be playing 10 players because we only have 9. So, we're gonna still try to stick to what we do best. Maybe, throw in some zone to save some legs and whatnot, but, yeah, there's gonna be a lot more, rotations from people that probably don't get as many minutes. And what it really does is it slides AC over into more of a guard slot because we're down 3 guards. So it gets more of our bigs into the rotation, whether that be Megan or Emma. But since we're down 3 guards, she slides over to that guard slot more.
And then LA playing Rakita Jackson more with the Erica and Cam with a bigger lineup. How do you exploit that?
You know, they're big. There's no doubt about that. And long, and they're playing well. And, you know, they got a nice vibe of camaraderie, I would say. It looks like they like each other. And that's always a good thing on a team. But we still have to be true to who we are, and not let that length play into, let it be a factor. So earlier decisions, don't get too deep in the paint where that length really starts to shrink the court and you're working in tight spaces. So we space length out, and, you know, then we make the appropriate read. You know, I would say they're slow, but they're not slow. They're big and fast. So a lot of times there's a give and take there. They kind of got the whole package, with the 3 of them. So, you know, again, we still gotta, space them out and do what we do. No matter what, no matter the space, and the ball is bigger and faster and more important than anybody on any one team. So if we move that, that also helps, body and ball movement, move that length around.
I got one more. In the first half in your last game against Seattle, only 2 offensive rebounds. Is that a concern for you?
There's a lot more concerns coming out of that Seattle game than offensive rebounds, although it is quite shocking that, you know, 1 or 2 didn't fall into our hands considering how many misses there were. You know, we gotta, on nights when the ball doesn't go in, you know, loose them a little bit. The problem is I thought we were decent in transition. We definitely gave up a couple layups here and there, but it wasn't a killer for us. At the end of the day, you know, that game was really a 3-point game, with a few minutes left, and we missed all of our threes and they made all their threes, and that was the game. So, again, you know, I'm keeping going back to the drawing board, and see how we can make a life a little bit easier on ourselves.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
When it comes to tip, like, I assume you guys haven't practiced very much since we got here, but how was the adjustment period going on for her? What were you hoping to get out of that 12 spot on the roster that you guys decided to bring her on?
I mean, she's a baller. That's what I was hoping to get. I knew what I was getting. You know, she's somebody who, you know, she plays the right way. She plays hard. She gives us another gear at on both ends, really. She's very disruptive on the defensive end. I like her like tenacity, her grit. Like, she's a competitor. And obviously I know she's a 3-level scorer. I've seen it displayed too many times when she was going against us. So we just look to integrate another great player. And that's really what my thought process was, is give us some depth. As we know, things can change really fast in this league.
Hey, Coach.
Hi.
No, we know Jackie, no Chelsea tonight, obviously. How does that impact the pace in which you want to play at?
Well, Kelsey plays at a fast pace, no matter what night. Her motor runs high, and we need that from her. I need the other ones to catch up with her, to sprint hard and run hard. But there'll be times, you know, where on a dead ball or on a made basket, it might be a little bit slower. I can tell you one thing, I'd prefer to play a little slower against this team because I know they like to go like this too. I don't want it to get into a pickup style game where it's just turnover, going and running back and forth and quick shots and they're running back the other direction. We need to be efficient. We need to take care of the ball, and play at our own pace. We're not going to adjust our pace a lot of times any night, to any team in this league. We're going to be us all night.
And I know you mentioned going back to the drawing board. What does that look like?
Looks like reminding them of who they are
In terms of sharing the ball?
in terms of as people, as players. If I want behaviors to change, I'm going to remind them who they are. Because when you remind somebody who they are, their behaviors tend to change, not vice versa.
Like,
Bring it back.
Hey, Coach. Asia Wilson has definitely been on a tear this season. She's put up some incredible numbers. How are we able to get that to trickle down to the rest of the team as far as the consistency and like the things that you're looking for as far as the pace and being playing on both ends of the floor?
I mean, we're still getting there. I don't know if it has trickled down yet. You know, we have to continue to strive. Every team takes on a little bit different vibe, different energy, different identity, each year, you know. My first year we went 10-0 out of the gates. Last year we were 19-2 at the All-Star break. This year we're 5-3. Now, one thing I do like and know about myself is I don't mind coming up from the back. I don't mind being the underdog. Don't mind me. I don't mind that a bit. And what I do know is I have resilient people in that locker room. So in the meantime, we're still trying to figure it out. I still think we're a very scary team, but the bottom line is we've played more bad basketball than good basketball. We've played more not the Aces way than the Aces way. And so again, you know, you make a bad pass, I'm going to remind you you're a good passer. You miss a shot, I'm going to remind you you're a good shooter. And just one by one, start picking up some of these pieces and plugging these holes, because at the end of the day, we still have enough.
Obviously, I'm sure you're not like happy with what you guys have played so far, but how much of that is just, do you think the level of play around the league has gone up?
There's no doubt the level has gone up. I'm worried about our level and our standard, which we haven't been at. You know, it's been a Jekyll and Hyde season for us. We're one team in Minnesota, we're another team in Atlanta, we're one team in Dallas, we're another team against Seattle. And again, the consistency and never getting tired of doing the little things to help make you that help you win. Setting the screens, sprinting hard. Those are things that are not like in a stat sheet, but they always help you win. So, you know, a lot of times the good thing about today is this is all that matters. And we get another go at it today.
Callie, we'll jump to just Zoom.
Am I ever going to get my voice back if these ladies have said I've been hoarse for the beginning of the season.
At Dallas, you said that if Jackie couldn't go, Kate Martin would start. If that's the case today, how do you kind of prepare her for that increased load?
Oh man, she's ready. She knows what's coming. She's my little AC out there. So, you know, she's going to be prepared. She's going to study. She's probably over studying actually. So, I need her to get out there and just be who she's been all training camp and in this early part of the season. Just be solid. I don't need any saviors. Just be solid.
Thank you. And then just secondly, it's hard to take you out of the game. I know this is your main focus right now, but 4 Aces players on the Team USA roster for the Olympics. Just how's your reaction to that as a coach to see that news?
I'm super proud. I was proud of them before, though. Honestly, I thought they all deserved to be there. I was hoping they would all be there. But to hear it, you know, I think especially for Jackie and Plum, who have really fought and scrapped and just kept working and kept working. I kind of knew Asia was going to be on there. That wasn't a surprise. And you know, I thought Chelsea, of course, would be on there. But KP and Plum having it be their first time, I know the kind of work and dedication it takes to get to that level, and just super happy and proud to be a part of their journey.
Thank you. And then lastly, you mentioned Chelsea. I think, right now there are a lot of new fans that just haven't had a chance to see her play this season. And you said that you expect her back before the Olympic break, but how do you kind of explain her value to Team USA so that those new fans can understand?
I mean, she's the best point guard in the world. What else is there? I mean, this girl got eyes, not just in the back of her head. She's got like a round eyeball, like halo. She sees everything. A headband of eyeballs. Uh, that's how good her vision is. So I can't wait for them to see her play because she's magical.
One more from the room, and let's all remember that USA Basketball has not made any official announcement.
I thought they did on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. I know, I didn't say nothing, Caroline.
At this point, lots of players are
I'm a
confirmed.
vault. You
I
tell
just-
me not to tell.
I
It's going
assumed
to
it
the
was-
grave.
I assumed it was official. My bad. I saw other players reacting, so.
Well, maybe now I said something or confirmed something. I don't know.
Becky, look at I know defense is such a focus, and you said, you're always worried about offense, but have you talked about finding some offense through the defense a little more, things you could do, or is there anybody in particular that can kind of help Asia a little bit more with especially with Jackie not there?
I mean, we can all help Asia a little bit more. We can all help ourselves a little bit more. But we have to do the little things. Sprinting out to space, sprinting into screens, cutting, sharing the ball. Like, these are so basic. All I'm asking is that we play the right way. That's it. And it's not a suggestion. It's mandatory. You want to win? This is how it's got to be done.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Becky.
Yep.
Thanks, Becky.